Check this out. We are going to have a look at how to bench test a knock sensor. What is the purpose of a knock sensor? Well, it's an electronic sensor that usually bolts up to your engine block or underneath the intake manifold. Might have one, might have two on the vehicle, and they detect abnormal combustion. Well, how do they do that? Inside the end here is a piezoelectric element, or a little piezoelectric crystal that is capable of producing its own voltage. So it's a pretty cool sensor, works very well for it's an engine management type sensor. Does its job well, detects abnormal combustion. So how do we test this on the bench, and why is it important? Well, being able to test these obviously is important because if you get a new one, you want to make sure that it's good before you stick it back in the vehicle underneath the intake manifold. In case it's not, then you have to pull everything back apart again, and you also want to be 100% certain on your diagnostic before you go ahead and change it. So how do we check it? Well, the most basic way to test one of these would be with a multimeter. So I have my meter. As I said earlier, this produces voltage. It is an AC voltage, so I'm going to select AC volts on my multimeter. Grab myself a hard surface, connect my meter leads to the sensor, and then we have to simulate knock. And you're looking for a voltage reading here. So I know that this knock sensor is functioning as intended. Let's get a little bit more detailed on this, and let's see a more precise way to do it. Here I have a 2-channel oscilloscope. For this we really only need one, but this was the one that I had handy. So when we're looking at our oscilloscope, basically what we are looking at, our yellow line here is a voltage, and then each of these tiny little divisions is time. So we have time across the x-axis, and we have voltage across the y-axis. So I have the voltage set to 200 millivolts per division. So each one of those little grid marks is 200 millivolts. And then each one of the grid marks on the columns going up and down, each one of those represents 50 milliseconds. So let's hook this up. Make sure that my probe is set correctly. We don't need any attenuation for this. This is a rather small voltage scale. And I'll hook our meter up, and once again, simulate knock. And there you go. So you can see that it's not as clean of a waveform as what it may have looked like on our multimeter. But this is the signal that the vehicle's computer actually uses to detect knock. And then it compares this to algorithms in its programming to determine if it's within an acceptable level or not. Because every engine does have a little bit of knock. It's just a natural byproduct of combustion. So you have to use the right knock sensor for the proper vehicle because they are tuned for the specific engine that goes in that vehicle to make sure that they're reading correctly. But wait, there is more. So one more tool that a lot of folks like to use is the module analyzer. And it's pretty neat. So what you can do if you're not familiar, it has a ground wire built in, and then at the tip here I can apply either power or ground. That's kind of neat. I'll demonstrate here with this light bulb. There you go. That sound isn't annoying at all, but that's how it works. A cool feature about them is they have a built-in multimeter. Now, unfortunately, this meter is really, really slow. So let's see if we can get it to pick up a signal from this knock sensor. I'm going to hold that wire to the tip there. And we know that this is a working knock sensor. We tested it with a regular multimeter. We tested it with an oscilloscope. We saw a little bit right there. Now, granted, hold on, am I in the right voltage? Okay, I was in DC volts, that's on me. But even in AC volts here, It actually got a reading in DC volts, but I'm not getting anything in AC. So if you want to let the magic smoke out of a module, this is absolutely the tool for that. If you want to test a NOx sensor, don't use this. No, I thought we had something. Nope. And I got no resistance, but that's not really a great test anyways. Oh, I can turn that beeper off. It is cool though, that it shows you if you've got ground or power. And it has a built-in flashlight. So I hope this helped you. If it did, leave me a comment. Let me know what else I can do to help make your diagnostic journey a little bit easier. Have a good one. Thanks for watching.